The Architect of Destruction, the full story of Osama bin Laden. He was a son of one of the wealthiest families in the world. He possessed billions in wealth, a life of absolute luxury, and vast influence. Yet, none of it was enough. He abandoned the comfort of palaces to retreat into the deserts and caves of Afghanistan. He was a man who divided the world, struck at the heart of American pride, and forever altered the course of history. Today, we will examine the mysterious life of the man known as the Architect of Destruction, Osama bin Laden, from his beginnings to his final moments. The story of Osama bin Laden begins not with him, but with his father, Mohammed bin Laden. Mohammed arrived in Saudi Arabia from Yemen as a poor young man with nothing to his name. However, through hard labor and unwavering dedication, he won the trust and friendship of the Saudi royal family. Eventually, he became the owner of the largest construction company in Saudi Arabia. The bin Laden family became the most wealthy and influential family in the country, second only to the royals. When Osama was born in Riyadh in 1957, he was born into a world of extreme opulence. Although Osama had more than 50 brothers and sisters, he was different from the rest, quiet and reserved. His father, Mohammed, wanted his children to grow up with strong discipline despite their wealth, and Osama was known for his good conduct during his school years in Jeddah. In his youth, he enjoyed playing football and was a skilled horseman. However, during his university years, he encountered individuals who would change his worldview. It was there that radical teachings, suggesting that Western culture was a threat to Islamic values, began to take root within him. The greatest turning point in bin Laden's life came in 1979, when the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan. Bin Laden viewed it as a personal affront. Under the slogan, "We must protect our faith from the atheists," he headed to Pakistan. Initially, his role was to provide financial and material support to the Mujahideen fighters. He contributed millions of his family's fortune to the war effort. This earned Osama a grand reputation across the Arab world as a billionaire sacrificing for his faith. In the deserts of Afghanistan, Osama began organizing fighters, known as the Arab Afghans. Along with the radical scholar Abdullah Azzam, he established Maktab al-Khidmat, an office to recruit foreign fighters. Beyond training soldiers on the front lines, Osama utilized his engineering knowledge and brought his family's massive construction machinery into Afghanistan to build hospitals, roads, and secret war caves in the mountains. This work made him a hero among the fighters. In 1988, as the Soviet Union prepared to withdraw from Afghanistan, bin Laden conceived a dangerous new plan. He believed this trained force and its database of information should not be disbanded. Thus, he founded al-Qaeda, or the base. His goal was to take the jihad out of Afghanistan and expand it to a global level. At the time, no one imagined that this organization would become a global menace. Upon returning to Saudi Arabia, Osama was treated as a hero. However, things changed in 1990 when Iraq invaded Kuwait. Osama proposed to the Saudi royal family, saying, "Do not bring in the American army. I will defend the country with the Mujahideen trained in Afghanistan." The Saudis rejected his plea and chose the United States instead. This was a massive humiliation for bin Laden. He openly rebelled against the government, declaring that Holy Land has been trampled by infidels. Due to his criticism of the Saudi government, he was forced to leave the country and went into exile in Sudan. While in Sudan, he established extensive road construction companies and farms, all while strengthening al-Qaeda's finances. However, in 1994, the Saudi government revoked his citizenship, and his family publicly disowned him. Bin Laden became stateless, but his hatred for America only grew. While in Sudan, he joined forces with the Egyptian radical group led by Ayman al-Zawahiri. Under American pressure, Sudan was eventually forced to expel bin Laden. In 1996, Osama returned to Afghanistan, which was then under the control of the Taliban, along with his wives and children. From the mountains of Jalalabad, he issued his famous declaration of war against America. While the Taliban provided him protection, bin Laden provided the Taliban with financial and military support. In 1998, al-Qaeda proved its strength to the world. Simultaneous bomb attacks on the American embassies in Nairobi, Kenya, and Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, killed hundreds of innocent people and injured thousands. This attack placed bin Laden at the top of the FBI's 10 most wanted list. America launched missile strikes on his camps in Afghanistan, but he escaped, having left the site just minutes before. Bin Laden's largest and most horrific conspiracy took place in 2001. The September 11th attacks, carried out using 4 hijacked airplanes against the World Trade Center in New York and the Pentagon in Washington, claimed the lives of nearly 3,000 people. Osama called this Operation Airplane. The attack shocked the world, and America declared a war on terror, subsequently invading Afghanistan, because the Taliban refused to hand over bin Laden. Their government was forcibly toppled. Under a rain of American bombs, bin Laden was cornered in the mountains of Tora Bora. However, amid the chaos and with the help of Pakistani tribes, he secretly crossed the mountains into Pakistan. For the next 10 years, no one knew his whereabouts. Billions of dollars were spent, but finding him seemed nearly impossible. For years, bin Laden lived not in the caves of Afghanistan, but in a large, fortified compound in the city of Abbottabad, Pakistan. Remarkably, this compound was only a few kilometers away from a Pakistani military academy. He lived there in hiding with his 3 wives and many children. Without using any internet or telephone, he managed the organization through a network of couriers. On the night of May 2, 2011, American Special Forces, using 2 helicopters, launched a surprise raid on bin Laden's residence. In a gunfight that lasted about 40 minutes inside the house, Osama bin Laden was shot and killed. America successfully concluded its 10-year search. Bin Laden is dead, but the radical ideology he created has not vanished. The rise of ISIS and the spread of other extremist groups are seen as his legacies. Even global security protocols and airport screenings have changed today because of him. Osama bin Laden remains a figure in history who disrupted the lives of millions. His name forever linked with destruction. The story of bin Laden is a journey filled with power, wealth, and extremism. And the scar he left on the world remains a permanent lesson in history. Viewers, this concludes our documentary for today. Do you believe bin Laden's death brought a significant change to global terrorism? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you found this story insightful and want to see more deep historical documentaries like this, please support us by liking this video so it can reach others. If you are new to the channel, we cordially invite you to join our community by subscribing and hitting the bell icon. Until we meet in our next video with another incredible story, stay safe.